Yo, if y'all can see me, then let me know in
Yo,
chat.
if
Oh,
y'all can.
okay, I think I got it. Let me make sure I'm not gonna fucking background sound myself again. Okay, let me check the stream. I'm gonna check out the chat. Yo, if anyone's in chat, can y'all say something? Make sure it works. Oh, my chat glitch out. That's frustrating. How many people are in the live? Okay. Okay. We have some in Twitch. Okay, cool. Let's get this up here. That's better. Okay. I want to make sure my chat works before starting so I don't miss any questions. It was literally working like just last night. I don't know how people stream. I'm gonna try on Twitch. Dogs. Where we at? Yeah, what's this? Okay, profile. Dog, why is my chat not linked? It was literally working yesterday. I don't know, I might have to restart the stream. Would really rather not do that though. WebSocket. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just cycle through a bunch of these things and then like look for comments and shit because this is absurd and I'm not gonna like fuck around trying to get chat to work when it was literally working like just last night. Yo, Scott, if you're in any of these, say something in chat. So what I will go ahead and do is get started on what our roles are and how they all come together, essentially inviting turning point. Okay, trick clearing maybe. No, I'll fuck around with the chat thing later. My thing's being stupid. Okay, so this is our layout of what all of our plans are, why we're doing everything, and what is it that we're going to do that like combines it all together, that gives everyone a role in essentially trying to stop what me and some of my closest people we've kind of like identified it as like the Hitler Youth organization. Not in a like literal sense, but like it's got the same type of vibe. Them going around and trying to indoctrinate, high schoolers and college kids. So why are we doing this? I think it's really important that we understand like what even is the impacts from Turning Point and all these other conservative organizations that spread all their propaganda essentially. So what we've got first, I'm gonna check any chats before I continue on. Yo, if anyone has questions or anything, feel free to say so either in any of the chats here or oh, actually, you know what? If y'all are in Discord, maybe that'll be easier. If you have like questions and stuff, or you can come into the waiting room. I think y'all can see the waiting room. Actually, wait, I'll be right back.
Or
Hey, real
no,
quick, can
any
y'all
other.
see the waiting room VC at the top?
No.
I see the
Oh,
waiting
yes,
room.
Oh, you
yes.
can't. You do see. Okay, I just want to make sure. So, like, if anyone wants
We
to like
can,
ask
yes, yes, yes.
questions, y'all can go in like the waiting room. I'm doing the stream now.
Oh,
Let's
sweet.
just split at the gym.
Oh my God, there's 3 other people in here. I didn't realize, or 2 other, but
They're
sweet.
all
Yeah,
muted.
yeah. Let's go to the waiting room. I'm over here
Yeah,
freaking doing a TED talk. Okay, let's go to the waiting room, guys.
yeah, yeah. Move to. Okay, let's see if this thing works.
Ooh,
Should be good. Oh, base. Okay, let's go.
I'm kind of just here to listen. I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
listen. Oh, in that case, then you can go back into the waiting room then, bro.
Alrighty.
I got you. Okay. So what I'm gonna say, if anyone does have like, um, let me rephrase. If you want to pop up on stream, so that way we can like go over, I guess like any questions, or if you want to be on stream and I guess just kind of like, be in the same like vicinity. I don't fucking know. Then go in the waiting room. But if you don't want to pop up on stream at all, then go back to like any of the VCs that are down below. So if you want to pop up on stream, then chill in the waiting room. And if you would rather not, then any of the VCs down below are totally fine. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Hear me up. Can do a regular state. Okay. Yeah, let me get him up over.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Sweet.
There we go.
There you go. That
Ooh,
works.
you can use like a regular stage so people can just join in the VC.
I could do that, but then that would mean that like literally just anyone could come up here on the stream, and that could be dangerous.
No, because they can't talk. You have to invite them to talk.
Okay, I got. Well, I won't go through like the hassle of that because I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, I can show you if you want, but it's probably
We
better
can do
after
it.
the stream.
Yeah, how much time do you have? Because I'll probably try to go over all the roles and everything for maybe like an hour or something, and then we can just turn it to like a regular vibing live.
Sure.
Afternoon.
I mean, how much time do you think you'd need overall?
I don't know. We'll talk about it after this and just kind of like
Alright,
lock in
sure.
at the main material here. But I
Mhm.
guess like before like going into this, do we have any like uh questions on like the premise, like what are the Super Justice Friends and what is like the what I call the infiltration initiative. Are there any
Before
questions?
that, are you able to move I don't know, the other person in the waiting room over here?
The exit C7
Oh
guy.
yeah, I got you. I didn't see
Exit
that.
7.
Got you.
Cool.
Also, you should link your YouTube and Twitch to your Discord account because it's like not very easy to find.
To my okay, yeah, I got you. I'll do that. Thank you. I've just been using the link tree for everything. I'm like, just go to the link tree, but that's a better thing to do, at least for the Discord. You know, have your links like fucking everywhere and shit. Okay, so excuse me. We need to understand what it is that organizations like Turning Point have done and their impact on society as a whole. Something that really pisses me off, to be honest, is people who say that Charlie Kirk was just a podcaster. He was not just a podcaster, okay? Like, this dude, I would argue, single-handedly is probably like one of, if not the biggest actor on getting Donald Trump elected, definitely for 2024, maybe for 2016, but definitely for 2024. The impact that these conservative organizations have when they go around clip farming the left, especially college students in particular, it is destroying our society by no hyperbole. So what do? They go around, they debate 18 and 19-year-olds who have no idea about any geopolitical affairs. They're worried about like their fucking calculus 2 exam at best. They're like, oh dog, like can I get this girl to the fucking function? Like they're worried about these things, and rightfully so. They shouldn't have to worry about fucking geopolitical affairs. And then like these dorks come and then they clip farm them. So it's pathetic. It's cowardly. Imagine like Mike Tyson going to like one of those like family owned martial arts instructors or whatever, right? You just find a bunch of like randos who are like yellow belts and then beating the shit out of them and then saying you're like one of the greatest boxers of all time. It's absurd. You know, you go against people of your level, and that's obviously what Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro did not, and they built their entire platform off of this. However, this is going to be their downfall because now we have people who know how to counter their bullshit talking points, people who know the facts behind the affairs going on globally. Did y'all like watch like all like the Ben Shapiro destroys fucking liberal shit back in like 2016 to 2020?
I cannot stand his editing. I watched like one. It's like
Yeah.
it hurt to watch.
Anyone else? Damn, guess not. Holy shit. I guess I was the only one that was watching all the Ben Shapiro shit. Dude, I was a Ben Shapiro fanboy, and I hate to admit that, but here we are.
I mean, I saw it. It was just difficult to watch. I mean, you see some of it, but just, I mean, no more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's just hard to watch.
Yeah. With I guess like in conclusion though, because of these conservative ghouls clip farming students, we got Donald Trump elected. This has led to an insane amount of consequences that we've all heard a billion times. We have distrust in our institutions. Like, how many people say college is a scam? Look at all these stupid college kids when it's like they're literally in fucking training. Okay, for one, that's literally the definition of being a college kid. You are learning. You're not a master or anything. It's absurd. So that's why we're doing this. We need to restore faith in our institutions and then expose the world to the level of fraudulent, like absurdity that these conservative grifters are engaging in. Because the truth is, like, they're going to get laid the fuck out every time they go against someone who knows the substance and how to use rhetoric. So, next up, what do? We know what we have to do. We don't know what we have to do, but we know why we're in the fight, okay? The number one thing that we have to do, okay? If we are not doing this, then I cannot help. If we know there's an event coming up, we have to know about it, okay? Right here, okay? We have, in the Super Justice Friends Discord, we have a channel called Event Sightings. If you find out that like somewhere near you, they are having an open mic conversation, I will go. I will go and I will humiliate them. I will do like another moderate case on them, okay? Like whatever it takes. Just put in the event settings and there's a good chance I'll go. I won't be able to go to every single one, if there's multiple in like, like 1 week, like I can't be everywhere at once. But that's why we have to have a community because I can't be everywhere at once. I can't. And we're going to go over how it is the people in the community are going to be engaging like these literal fucking demons. But first and foremost, if you know of a conservative public debate event, please post it in the event settings channel. And I can't guarantee I'll be able to go to it, but if I know about it, then there's a possibility. Okay, so next up, our debate material. I need to put something here. We need to understand that there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, and that's super overwhelming. I'm gonna show you all a thing. So, like, Scott, I think I talked to you about this yesterday with, like, the flood the zone shit, right? Oh, I don't think Scott's in here. Oh, no, he
I think
is...
Scott's a little busy.
Yeah, Scott's probably
I had
busy.
a quick question before we you move on to that topic.
Yeah.
I know that I think there's something called Leadership Institute. Let me get the link. Senator General. Do you think you'd ever be interested in like going through their training?
I'll need to look into them. Oh, wait, launch the next generation of conservative leader. Going through their training? I guess it would depend on what their
Because
training entails.
me if you click on the sandwich menu in the top right, you can click on training.
Okay, 1 second. Let me pop it back up.
I think that's like a huge amount of like.
Okay, so training. Oh, damn. So then we could see like how it is they're trying to like train their own like little conservative ghouls.
Yeah, it's either training or it's like discussions or lectures that they have. I think it'd be kind of fun to watch people crash that. But
well, with those seem to be private events, and that's not something that we would be able to crash, at least legally. And I would prefer no one gets arrested or trespassed anywhere if it's
I'm not saying
important.
anything. I'm not promoting anything illegal. I'm saying do you think it'd be possible to sign up into those?
If there's something where they could allow ops, then sure. I mean, it was something I think could be really interesting is like, have you ever heard of Project Veritas?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
So Project Veritas are a bunch of right-wing freaks who go around and they often will pretend to be like left-leaning people, and they're actually just infiltrating those spaces and then secretly recording them to expose like safe spaces. So like, for example, I think they made like a video about like, this is the left's safe space, and then it's like transgender people talking about some of the ridicule that they get in society because maybe they aren't very passing, like they're people who are transgender who, don't look the best or whatever. And then they talk about that. And then Project Veritas secretly records these people in their lowest moments in a space where they think is safe to express themselves. And then they're like, look at the left. It's the most disgusting shit in the world. But like, what I'm saying is that, yeah, we could like go in and like infiltrate and like, I guarantee they're probably, I just pulled this thing up right here. Hold up. I'll show it on screen here.
Would you mind screen sharing on Discord? Because it's like it's kind of an offset between listening on Discord and listening on YouTube.
Yeah.
And watching on YouTube, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, can I do it? Give me 1 second.
On that note, what about people doing that same kind of thing like with your community here? I mean, you kind of just have it open to whoever.
I hope they do. I know they will. And it's not a bad thing, in the sense of, hold up 1 second. It's not a bad thing because that implies there's something that we have to like hide. So like for example, when people do what's it called? Like these safe spaces, yeah, like these are supposed to be areas where you expect there's privacy. And the stuff that I'm doing here, if like I mean I'm live streaming this to the entire world, you know, this is gonna be a VOD. People are gonna probably, you know, watch this, however many, I don't know, but you know, it's gonna be out there. So all the stuff that happens here is public, so I don't give a fuck. They can be in here. The only thing I'd be worried about is like people trying to be psyops, like when people what's it called, they're like, we should commit violence, and I'm like, no, we're not committing fucking violence, stop that shit, you know. If y'all saw this chat earlier. But yeah, that could be interesting. But going back over here, so the right has done this strategy where they do a bunch of insane shit left and right as much as possible in order to overwhelm us, their opposition. And this is called flooding the zone. So you know how it's like there's always like the most insane shit happening like every week, you know, it's like the Iran war, we depose Maduro, we're doing Venezuelan boat bombings, we find out that there were probably human trafficking victims on those boat bombings, but we did them anyway, right? Like there's just all these things that are happening all the time. This is called flooding the zone, and it's intentionally done to overwhelm, confuse us, and make us want to give up because there's a lot of fucking shit. But you know what? We don't need to know it. We don't. There's one thing that we need to know, okay? And it is the most simple thing in the fucking world, okay? Who wants to take a shot? What do y'all think it is?
Man, I already know the answer.
Yeah, you know,
yeah, let's see who else.
You know. No shots? Hold on, let me check chats. Okay. Dude, I'm so sad that my chat like fucking.
I mean, I don't know what the actual
out.
answer is, but anytime that happens to me, I'm just like, okay, well, let's look that up and see what it is. I mean, it's pretty simple.
So what it is it's the Epstein files. It is the Epstein files. And why is it that? A few reasons. So first off, if we were talking about like the Iran war, there's a lot of complicated stuff to it. I mean, like not really, but like there's a lot of like extra affairs. So like, you know, they could talk about how, for example, it is the case that Iran is the biggest, in terms of countries, the biggest donor to like terrorist organizations. This is true. They say things like death to America. This is true. You know, they'll make all these justifications for why it's good to, you know, be bombing Iran and all these things. And I want to make it clear, like there's no actual good justification. But what I'm saying is the conversation can get difficult. That's what I'm saying. And when we have people to work with who are maybe between like the ages of like 18 to like 25 or whatever, I'm assuming like anyone who's on like these college campuses is probably like in that age range or whatever. Not that you have to be 18 to 25, you can be 18 or older. I don't give a fuck, but it's probably gonna be 18 to 25. When you have people at this age range, you're not going to know a whole lot of shit, and that's not your fault, okay? Like you shouldn't have to. So that's why we want to focus on the Epstein files, because there is no justification. There's nothing. There are a lot of materials behind it. So like the 302 files. The 302 files are the FBI summarizations of the witness statements. They are summaries of FBI notes, investigations, potential co-conspirators, these types of things. The most critical pieces of the Epstein files are in what's called the 302 files. And we know for a fact that dozens, if not over 100, are still redacted to this day. Do y'all know who the current Attorney General is for the DOJ?
Is it Pam Bounty?
No, she got fired, bro.
That's right. I can't.
I was about to say Pam Bounty, but I was like, wait.
Oh, I got her out. They said get her out of here.
It's Todd Blanche, right?
It is Blanche. Yeah, Todd Blanche. Do we know who Todd Blanche is?
No idea.
That is Donald Trump's personal fucking defense lawyer, bro. His personal defense lawyer is the Attorney General for the United States. Like, his private defense lawyer, okay? I don't think he's operating in that role right now as Trump's private defense lawyer. But before he had this position, yeah, Todd Blanche was Trump's private defense lawyer. That is our Attorney General.
Paragraph, dang. That's crazy.
It's fucking insane. Okay. And this is now the person who's supposed to represent the United States in our best interests. So, and the reason why I bring up this is because when we have a corrupt DOJ that's supposed to be in compliance with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the thing that's supposed to, reveal all information aside from like child sexual abuse material and victim identifying information. What I'm saying is they fucking covered this shit up, and it's so fucking obvious. And we know, based on there's like a bunch of court materials under Ghislaine Maxwell's that have been released but are not in the Epstein files, and there's dozens of those. So those are redacted, but they did a shit job of redacting everything. All the I'll say the unimportant stuff. There's a lot of files that are mismatched that should be not redacted, is what I'm saying. And again, I'm not going to get into the meat and potatoes of things, but we just have to understand that there's a big ass cover up. The inner workings of the cover up we'll get to on a different day, but this is something that we're going to focus on because it's entirely unjustifiable. Because in the very worst case scenario, what is happening is we have a president who is pressuring the DOJ to cover up as many pedophiles as possible who are on the Epstein list. That's it. And
my concern about the Epstein files, how would you respond to someone saying that it's not reliable because of these things? Like, let's say they're agreeing with you that, hey, he's covering this up. How can you use this as a reliable source of information if you know that your opposing, like, counsel is, like, actively in control of redacting information from it?
Are you saying, what do we do if, like, let's say I go up to you, you're a Turning Point speaker, and then you say, yeah, they are covering up the Epstein files. Is that what you're asking?
I'm saying that, like, what would you do if they say that it's unreliable?
Because the Epstein files are unreliable. So then you're telling me that Epstein trafficked all the victims to himself, and when we have co-conspirators, potential co-conspirators like Lex Wessner and some, I don't know how to say his name, but he's like some sultan from fucking Saudi Arabia, and then you also have like Prince Andrew. You're telling me he trafficked them all to himself, which is insane. Especially, and also against the testimony of the other victims who Pam Bondi refused to look at when she was giving her testimonies.
Is there a way to find those testimonies? Because I think that's like a good counterpoint.
They're in the 302 files, bro. They're concealed to this day. That's the problem, right? Yeah, that's exactly it. We can look it up. Like, how many? Well, there's not. Are dozens of 302 files still redacted Epstein file? And the answer is yes. Yes, dozens of 302 files, witness interview summaries. This is their statements to the FBI. This is why it's a problem. It's the 302 files. That's the golden source of truth. And they're covering the shit up. Why would they still be hiding dozens of witness statements? We also know that from, I can't remember if it was Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert. I think it's MTG. But Trump said that he has important friends who are going to be hurt if the Epstein files get released. Trump admitted he knew that Epstein was taking kids. He admitted this shit, bro. You want to see that video? You want to see that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was MTG.
Hold on, let me get my... What's that?
Use Grok.
Okay.
While you look for that, I had a friend who actually sent me one document that was very, from the Epstein files that implemented Trump, and I sent it to all you guys in your DMs.
Mhm.
People keep
I
writing
think I
stuff
found it. I think this is it.
by the time he threw him out of
Can y'all hear it?
Mar-a-Lago. Can you settle that? What was it about? What caused the
Are y'all able to hear it at all?
Yes. Oh, we can
It's a
hear
little
it.
quiet, but yeah, I think so. Right now, the reporter's kind of low, but I'm pretty
Just
sure
click the top,
you'll be able
click
to.
the bottom
Yeah,
right.
no,
click the
I
bottom
don't
right,
think the
YouTube link.
reporter is like speaking anything yet. I just want to make sure that y'all could hear it through this through the Discord. Okay, I'm
Click the YouTube link at the bottom right of the display.
okay.
It says YouTube there.
Yeah, I see it.
There you go. You can adjust volume.
caused the breach for him?
That's such old history. Very easy to explain, but I don't want to waste your
Is this
time
the
by
video?
explaining
I'm not
it.
sure this is the
But
video.
for years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't talk because he did something that was inappropriate. He hired help. And I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that work for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He did.
Ruh-roh. Oops. Do y'all hear that?
Insane.
He stole people.
Hey, he stole
The
people from me.
underage people.
Don't do that again. Oops.
did something that was inappropriate. He hired help. And I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that work for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He
Oops. Whoa. So Trump knew that Epstein was taking kids? Which is true. Mar-a-Lago did employ people, did employ people who were 16. Like, I think Virginia Giuffre was 16 when she worked there. Oops. Okay, so we know that, according to MTG, he said, don't release him. He's got friends who are going to be hurt by it. We know that he knows that Epstein was fucking taking kids. We know that dozens of these 302 files are still fucking concealed, and these are the victim's statements to the fucking FBI. And it's like, wow, it kind of seems like Trump is protecting pedophiles, doesn't it? Am I crazy?
Spot
I
on.
mean,
if any
You
other
gotta
person
protect your
doesn't-
own.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Now,
you have a situation where I mean that it's clearly one of the biggest sex trafficking rings in the world, and it's also very clear that Ghislaine Maxwell is the only one right now who's in prison for it, and she's in minimum security as far as I understand. So
correct. Oh yeah. Oh god, I forgot that she was moved to a fucking minimum security. Fucking god. I forgot about that, bro. Why'd you remind me? No, sorry, no, I'm just fucking with you. So, this is what we're going to focus on. The reason why we focus on this is because, one, it is so fucking straightforward, okay? Scott, you're going to hear me say this analogy for the third time, okay? Imagine you walk to your friend's house, okay? And you have a guy, close friend, and you open the door and you find out that he's having intercourse with a pig, okay? He's like, he's making out with a pig. He's making out with a pig. And you're like, bro, why are you making out with a pig? He's like, I'm not making out with a pig. Like, what do you mean? You're like cradling it. Your like lips were all over. Like, what are you talking about? You were just making out with a pig, bro. And then he tries to deny it. And that is the same level of denial that Republicans are at with this shit. You just have to know the substance behind it. And the good news is there's not a lot. It's very simple and straightforward compared to more complicated things. So, should you look at the immigration stuff? Should you look at the tariff stuff? Should you look at the boat bombing stuff? Should you look at the ICE raids? Should you look at the Ukraine war? Should you look at all of these fucking things left and right? If I'm going to say you probably don't have the time for it. You have a lot of things that you have to worry about. But the one thing that is indefensible, clear as day, and that anyone can learn, it is the Epstein cover-up. It's a cover-up. This is a cover-up, obviously. It is the most obvious fucking cover-up in the world. Why else would he have his own personal defense lawyer as the fucking attorney general for the United States of America? Like, this is insane. So, with that, what I'm trying to say is our debate material, I want us all to lock in on the Epstein files. That is what we're going to focus on. We are going to say, and this is critical, Trump is protecting pedophiles. Okay? Do not say that Trump is a pedophile. He probably is, but we don't have the evidence for it. Truth is, realistically, with how fucking stupid he is and how much shit has come out, I feel like if he did like touch kids, it probably would have come out by now. I do think that. So
hey, Ethan, let me
yeah.
ask you this with that exact statement. Do
Yeah.
you think because you know, from our experience we already had with another individual trying to go on a debate with the Epstein files, do you think maybe first stating, hey, Trump, even though he probably is, but just stating Trump, and from my opinion, from what I can tell, not a pedophile. Now, he is protecting pedophiles. What do you think about that kind of statement?
So you can do that, and that's being nice. That's actually being very nice. But if we want to win on rhetoric, don't do that, because here's what's going to happen. Because you're saying that in good faith, and this is a good thing to do this in good faith. The problem is our interlocutors are not in good faith, right? So what typically happens is you go up, you say Trump is protecting pedophiles, but their cortisol begins spiking so much that it actually floods their fucking ears, and then they hallucinate, they go fucking schizo, and then they're like, whoa, Trump is not a pedophile. And then you go, hey, lock in, sit up straight when you're talking to me, okay? I said Trump is protecting pedophiles, okay? I never said he was a pedophile. And then they start saying that you lied, then you can make them bet $1,000, and now they look fucking goofy. So what you're saying is a good faith thing to do, but like, just open up by saying Trump is protecting pedophiles, and then they geek the fuck out and think that you're calling him a pedophile. So.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I get I get it now. I get it. And if anything, even to, like you said, I don't know if you already mentioned it, but record everything. And while you're recording, be like, let's play the clip back. Let's see what I said.
I'll say in a public space like that, I wish we got that kind of opportunity, but there's no way like that realistically works. But you like do bet $1,000, and like, I mean, either A, they take you up on it, or B, they look like a little bitch. So it's a win-win no matter what.
The other thing I'll say.
Go ahead. You go first. Music.
The only thing I was going to piggyback off of that is, I mean, generally when I'm debating, I won't concede something like that, just because if there are people watching and I'm not saying anything that's technically wrong and they want to go ahead on their own and conclude from that personally that Trump is a pedophile, I'm not going to stop them from doing that.
Yeah, if someone wants to, oh wait, were you saying that in response to what Scott said?
Yeah,
Okay,
just like one of the main reasons during a debate, if I was debating somebody in front of a lot of people, I just wouldn't want to concede that, because I want to leave the opportunity open in people's minds to come to that conclusion, if that's the conclusion that they're going to come to.
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. Okay. So, any other things? Yes.
I just like to say that whether or not he is, it would be very easy to find out if they release the other half of the files.
Oh, it's not going to happen under this administration, that's for sure.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying, as part of a debate tactic, to say that.
Yeah.
The fact that they're not releasing the other half of the files.
Exactly. And this just goes to say, or to show that Trump is protecting pedophiles. Did y'all see the video where I debated that kid with the sunglasses, and I was like, Trump is protecting pedophiles, right?
I did not see it.
Oh, dude, it's god tier. Okay, I'm gonna beg
yeah,
you.
I'd be down to watch it.
Look through
case, right?
some of my stuff. Okay, it's not like super far back, but you'll see. Okay, like the videos that have like an insane amount of views. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's what you're looking for, and we want to make every conversation like those videos. Okay, I'm not gonna actually. Yo, Scott, you think I should play one? I think I'll play one. I'll play one. Hold up, bro. Let me pull it up here. Okay, y'all ready? Shit goes hard, bro. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Okay. Y'all can see my screen, right? We want every conversation to look like this.
Are we still defending pedophiles? No, I don't. I think anybody who is in the Epstein file should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. That would include Trump if he is found to be in there. If he is in there, he's in there. I think a lot of people might be in there, and I am not morally. I think it is reprehensible that those people are being protected. I think all of them should be held to the fullest extent, accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, Jacob, just like we said last time,
I think all
which party was defending those people?
Was the Biden administration defending them when they...
No, answer the question, dude. We literally just had the Epstein Transparency Act.
The Republicans didn't. I don't think they wanted it presented because it was a big political thing, but I already told you...
And why was it a big political thing? Who was telling them not to do it? There's one person. Who was that?
Is there evidence? Like,
yes.
Tangible evidence?
Yes. Why did Marjorie Taylor Greene leave the Republican Party?
Because she's a nut job?
No, she gave... What was her explicit reason? Don't play coy.
I don't know. I know she talked a lot about Epstein on Twitter.
It was because Donald Trump himself wanted the Epstein files to stay concealed.
Sure.
Okay, so Trump is protecting pedophiles, right?
In a way, yeah.
And you support Trump, yes?
We want every this got fucking millions of fucking views, bro. We want every fucking convo to look like that, okay? There's a bunch more similar to that, but like the goal is we want to be like Trump is protecting pedophiles and you support Trump. And they don't want to bite that bullet. But they have to.
That is brutal.
Exactly. And that's why we have to focus on this, dude. Like, it's literally an infinite aura cheat code, okay? I'm like, why is no one, like, exploiting this? Like, why is no one pointing this out? How have we forgotten about the Epstein files? Like, it's literally just the instant I win button in any fucking debate. That's what I'm saying. Anyone can do this. So we need to lock in on this for real. Any questions on, I guess, like, why that's been picked, or anything like that? And then we can go on down to the roles.
So I guess my only question, because and I understand the the reason for locking in on the Epstein files. Number one, it's undeniable moral high ground, and that's the right thing to do. But I mean, not all of these conversations are going to be open to that. There are a lot of people that are wanting to have conversations about it. So is the strategy to only take debates where we're going to be able to turn the conversation to Epstein, or like what does that look like in the broader sense where they're not just indoctrinating people on the basis of Epstein, they're indoctrinating people on the basis of a whole bunch of things that requires a lot more research.
The one thing that they all will revolve around is loyalty to Trump and loyalty to the Republican Party. They're not allowed to disavow Trump and the Republican Party. So what do I mean by this? Someone may say that, I don't know, maybe it's like, I'm pro-life, change my mind, or something like that, right? And then it's going to be on to us to try to divert that conversation into saying that they protect pedophiles. Our goal is to either A, get them to admit that they support Trump, who protects pedophiles, or B, to get them to say that they want Trump impeached. But the only way to get Trump impeached is to get Democrats in office. So it's a win-win, right? We have to get one of those two goals. So if they have a prompt, and that is, I'm pro-life, change my mind, it could be the case that that may be the only thing they're going to engage with. But it is on us to kind of flirt around with it a little bit and then steer that towards like, yeah, I think we should care about kids, like the world's largest child sex trafficking ring, right? Like we should care about that. That should get exposed, right? It seems like Trump, you know what I mean? And then they'll probably try to like want to run away from that, because the truth is, I don't know if Turning Point is locked in on us right now. They know about me. Turning Point knows about me, and they do not like me. So they may just end up like somehow banning me from these events. I don't even know if that would be possible, but they might do that. I wouldn't take it out of their possibilities.
I have seen them like not allow certain people to do debates. Like if you like watch like Dean Withers or something, he wasn't allowed to debate Kirk at some point in time.
Yes, I saw that video. That was at Texas A&M, and I think the circumstances around that are a little bit different. There's a lot of people, and the one good thing about this Pick Up the Mic initiative is that these are a bunch of nobodies, okay? They're a bunch of nobodies who are trying to become somebodies, and they're trying to be the next Charlie Kirk. And what does that mean? That means there's not going to be a giant fucking crowd, okay? With Dean, because I know the video, it was an ocean of fucking people, right? And there was just no way for the Turning Point, like, people, well, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. They obviously could have let him in there, but like they were instructed not to. And so they could kind of get away with like pussyfooting it. But with these people, nah, these lines are like 5 people long, like max. These are nobodies. We're going to humiliate every single one. And then we're going to say, these are the champions of Turning Point. These are the champions of conservatism. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. So is it the case that they could try to like ban some of us, probably me specifically? Yeah, they could try. But that's going to look even worse because then they're fucking running. If you remember one thing from that video, there was a girl who was at the mic and was like, it's a real pussy move of you to be dodging Dean like this. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of mentioning.
Yeah, exactly. And if that happened, it's
Yeah,
even
I
worse.
specifically saw that.
It's even worse when they try to run. So it's a lose. Yeah, yeah. Any other questions? I'm gonna check the chats real quick. Oh, get out of here, Leadership Institution. Oh, can I see Facebook chats? Okay, check Twitch. Oh, I get out of here. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so nice. Okay, so going on. All right, so here's our roles. Okay, we have 4 roles, 5 kind of, but basically 4. So the first one is called like the soldier, and these are going to be people who go out and they debate. They learn the Epstein material, and then they go and they say, "Hey, you support Trump, and Trump is protecting pedophiles. You support protecting pedophiles, right?" Like it's pretty straightforward. Now, for the events, Scott talked about this a good bit. We have to record. If we do not record, this means nothing. Okay? We have like if there's one thing to please remember, it is to please fucking record. All right. We are going to need at least 1 camera. Your phone potentially can do, but ideally you have 2 cameras. One on you and then one on the other, your interlocutor. Okay. Those are the ones that do very well with getting views. Ideally, you have as good video quality and everything as possible because we want this to go viral. We want people to see Turning Point get humiliated. That is our objective. So we need to make sure that the video is good. Charlie Kirk mastered this shit. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. I sent an app in general chat. You can record both sides of your camera with a phone with certain apps.
Oh, really? Oh,
like, I sent an iOS one in there.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That the dual. Oh yeah, the one that you sent earlier. Yeah, dual video recorder. Based. Okay. Epic. Hello. All right, going back. Okay, so that's really cool. What was it? Oh yeah. So you're gonna need to have 2 sources of film. I'll say that much. So maybe you could just use like 1 camera. I don't know how well that'd be practically. Sometimes with these videos, actually, maybe I don't know. That one could be iffy depending on like the environment. There's a lot of stuff going on. I would say don't rely on your camera to function as 2 because you don't know where you're gonna be in relation to your interlocutor, and you're also not going to know if there's like maybe some like debris. Sometimes they have like little fences so that way you can't get too close. There was a giant fence that was preventing me from being anywhere near the pro-life girl I fucking shit on. So you really don't know what the environment's going to be until you get there. So the double camera is an option. The double, I'll say, like, you know, front camera and then back camera. That's an option, I guess, but I wouldn't count on it. I use two of these bad boys right here. Okay, it is this two DJIs. These are basically cheap GoPros, or at least relatively cheap. It's $300 fucking dollars, but the quality is good. The audio is great, and it gets the job done. And the battery is very good. You'll be good to go if you utilize this. So I've got two of those puppies. And then next up, be aware of your mic quality, because while having a good video is very important, you also need to have clear sound. So if needed, you could pin. What I do is I'll have like one microphone on myself, and then I'll utilize the audio from the DJI camera here. So if you know anything about video editing, I won't yap about this, but like I have like one audio stream here, another audio stream on the DJI camera, and then I'll mix the two, or I'll pick whichever one sounds best. But we need to have at least one good camera. Be aware of your audio, maybe mics. Maybe get a mic. It may not be necessary depending on your setup and the circumstances. And then lastly, you need a tripod. For the love of God, get a fucking tripod, please. You have to have a stable, steady method of recording yourself. Because remember, like, all this is in the video. If you cannot record yourself well, then this is for nothing, okay? Because you could humiliate them. You could embarrass the hell out of them. But if there's nothing to show the world, then what's the point? So yeah, you'll need one tripod for every camera that you're utilizing. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Any questions on the equipment?
I don't have a question, but I was gonna say, dude, check thrift stores for tripods. I've gotten several at thrift stores, and I still see them at thrift stores all the time.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good. I think you can get them off of Amazon for like, I think they're $20. Yeah, about 20. This is the one that I use. So it extends really high. I like having them when I'm recording the one on myself. I like having my tripod at about like chest height, because it makes me look big. It makes me look tall, big. And then when I record my interlocutor, I'll actually have it a little bit higher and a little farther away, but like still like as close as I can, so it's like clear. But I want to look big and confident, and it's just like a visual thing, right? Because like there's an aesthetic that we do want to achieve. It's just helpful for, I guess, like making people think that you're winning or whatever. But make yourself look big and good, and then the other person look like the little like lame soy Jack Chud, basically. Next up, we have to do research. We already talked about this a good bit. You know, we're covering the Epstein files for very intuitive, specific reasons. And that's what we're locked in on. If people want to try to learn outside of the Epstein files, then go for it. But just know that there's a lot of complicated things with a lot of things. And I think by far the easiest one is the Epstein files, because it's indefensible and it's pretty straightforward. So that's really it. So yeah, before the debate, research this shit. Try to know what their talking points are going to be. So like, for example, that kid with the glasses, you know, a lot of conservatives will say like, guys, don't you know the Republicans released 3 million Epstein files? How would you respond to that?
Well, first of all, that they were number one, they were forced to. Number two, they're full of redactions, and not only they're full of redactions, they were originally full of a lot of victim identifying information.
True. It's crazy. That's unironically how he fucking responded to me. He was like, but I've seen other Republicans say that. I think like was it Charlie Kirk, or no, because Charlie Kirk had died, I think. fuck, who was it? I don't know. I saw someone, Michael Knowles. It was Michael Knowles, I believe, who was like, the Republicans released the files, man. It was like, you little skinwalking fuck you. So yeah, try to be aware of like the way they may respond. The good news is the ways they're going to respond are really brain dead because again, there's no way to really cover for this shit, but it's good to be aware. Next up, we need to practice. Practice. We have 2 debate voice chats. Use those if you want to go and humiliate Turning Point people. And I mean this. Anyone can do this. It is so straightforward. Like it's so indefensible and it is so obvious. Anyone can do this. Everyone should do this. It is for the good of the country that these people get humiliated. Have the equipment, obviously. And then before going up, make sure that everything is good. So like, you know, your camera isn't about to die. You have enough storage on your camera. You've got your good, you know, video and audio. Because you know, you could have everything ready, and then you're like, oopsies, I ran out of storage on my phone. Like, bro, you're just cooked. You know, that's game. So you can't. Yeah, don't let that happen to you. Okay, who in here knows how to debate? Who knows how to debate?
I could handle myself, but if you're asking for volunteers to debate you right now, no, thank you. I'm currently working on stuff. I might even take off in a little bit, but for the most
Yeah.
part, I have somewhat experience and I'm practicing. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I've got a ways to go, but I've got some experience debating, and I mean, I would be comfortable talking about a lot of topics, and I mean, just identifying by reasoning.
Yeah. Okay. So with debate, there are 2 primary things that we have to be aware of, and that is substance and aesthetic. And these are pretty straightforward, but substance is just like knowing the material. So like, you know, the facts at hand. So like the 302 files, you know that Donald Trump said that he was aware that Epstein was taking fucking children, right? Like it's stuff like this. So you just need to know the facts at hand. This is what your substance is. And you should ideally know this pretty well. And then next is the aesthetic. So the aesthetic is the most important thing. Aesthetic is more important than your substance, actually, because this is how Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro were able to like storm so well these college campuses because it always looked like they were saying something smart. Okay, like they would say like some like if you actually like thought about it for like more than 5 seconds, then like you'd be like, wow, this is fucking stupid. But they always looked like they were smart. They were saying fucking dumb shit, dog. Um, so
Shapiro genuinely just talks fast. Like he doesn't even have like smart points that like, you don't even have to think about them. He just talks fast, so you can't think about them.
dude, I wish I could debate Ben Shapiro one day, but now he's since like crawled into his little hidey hole because he knows his bullshit is fucking exposed. He doesn't go out and do these debates anymore. Have you noticed that?
I mean, he's taken hardline stances on Israel, and I mean, he's had no response for the Epstein files. So
Yeah, like a little bitch. So, what are things like aesthetic? Okay, so here's a set of heuristics. So first, have like good body language. So, you know, stand up straight. Oh, did my stream die on YouTube? Oh, that's bad. Yeah, have good body language. Stand up straight, you know, look like a Giga Chad, whatever. Number 2, have the camera around you at chest height. I talked about this earlier. So that way you look big and you make the other person look like the small, tiny cuck. Number 3, oh yeah, same thing. Yeah, small, tiny cuck. 4, okay. This one's fun. Try to be aware of the emotion that you're showing when you're debating them. And I recommend either laughing at them or being angry if you're like kind of jacked. Both are very good. Both work very well. So if you're masculine presenting and appear strong, I think you can get away with doing either or. But like, let's say you're like a woman and you're angry, people are gonna watch that and be like, what a bitch, right? Like you could be saying nothing but facts left and fucking right, but like misogyny is just so ingrained in people's head that like it won't be an effective strategy for changing them because I mean a lot of viewers are just really stupid and this is kind of straightforward. And you could be a guy, but if you're like kind of like really small, right? Like if Dean Withers gets mad, like I like Dean as a debater. I think he does a very good job, but like he kind of is a twink, and if he were to like get mad, it'd be like, oh, look at him. I think it'd be kind of funny, like seeing Dean Withers get mad. But like, if there's a dude who's like mad and it looks like he's gonna like cave your skull in, okay, now it seems like a little bit more serious now, right? It's like the difference between like some twink dude yelling at you versus like a drill sergeant yelling at you. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. But laughing is incredible too. Because when you laugh, you're just making fun of them, okay? Like their position is so absurd, it is laughable. And it is laughable. Everything from this administration is laughable. But those are the ways that you should approach that. Be aware of your vocal inflections and your tone, pretty straightforward. And be aware of debate traps. And this is why we have to practice, because like you're not going to know the debate traps, on your own. And a really easy debate trap is like them pivoting to something else. And by the time you realize that they pivoted, you've been engaging with them maybe for like an additional minute on a totally different topic that you didn't expect to get dragged into. So that's like an example of a debate trap. So, and this comes from practice. This is why we have the voice chats for practicing, and I want to practice with y'all, okay? Anyone can do this. Literally anyone can do this. And here's a video of an example of a really bad aesthetic. So did y'all ever hear the feminist that was dubbed Big Red?
Never heard of it.
Never heard either.
Maybe you'll recognize her from this.
Feminists do not want you to lose custody of
Have y'all seen her before?
Nope.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Well, wow, that's 20. I thought it was like 2016. Wow, damn, this video's old. So she says some really like awesome things, but like you're gonna see that like she looks like the conservative picture perfect image of like triggered liberal feminists. Blah, blah, blah.
Back up for a second. Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy. Feminists do not like commercials in which bumbling dads mess up the laundry and competent wives have to bustle in and fix it.
She's saying some like actually pretty cool shit. She's like, men are not inherently bad caregivers. Men should be able to get like custody of their children, like stuff like that. She's literally speaking on behalf of like men's rights, but because she looks fucking crazy, like this got over 1 million views and everyone was like laughing at her. But she's like spitting facts. All I'm saying is the aesthetic is really important. This woman, I will say, I have a lot of respect for like her views, but unfortunately she looks unhinged and that completely just ruined her performance. And then lastly, we got to record. I've said that a billion times. If you don't record, it means nothing. So it's pretty straightforward. But those are, sorry. Lastly, for real. After the debate, save your shit to a hard drive, okay? Get that shit uploaded ASAP, okay? It needs to be saved. It needs to be like ingrained in scripture. I don't give a fuck. Save that shit some way. So that way, you've got it and you're not gonna lose it. Because it is these clips. That's how we like fucking destroy these people. All right. We got to have all these clips so that way we can show it to the world and then embarrass the fuck out of these people, completely destroying their reputation. That's our objective. Okay. But that's the role of the soldier. Basically, learn a bunch of shit, practice it, go and debate, make sure you record it, save the footage. That's basically it. Any questions on that?
What are your thoughts on online debates? Like, say you're in TPUSA Discord or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Um,
think it's like realistic? Do you think it's worth recording those?
yeah, you could. I'm not aware of any turning point discords that like allow
Yeah, I'm giving an
debate, but like
example, but like
yeah, I think that would be a great way to do it. Yeah, for sure. I would support that.
just a little concerned because like I don't think that's like nearly as powerful as like in real life
It's not. That's the
debates.
problem. And that's why it's so important that like we do stuff like this because um the the stuff online, I mean it's good, but like, you know, everyone sees online debates left and right, but like the ones in person, dude, those explode. Those there's just something different about them. But it's good for practice, you know, the online debates at the very least. So I support it, but it's not as efficient if we're going to talk about like trying to quote unquote destroy Turning Point. Okay. So next up we have the prep assistant. The good news is every other role is super fucking simple. I mean, the soldier has like a good bit that they just have to get right, and that's just, you know, research shit and then record and blah blah blah. The prep assistant is straightforward. They do what the soldier does, but without like actually going out there. So like they'll help with like debate practice. They'll try to research, you know, things and help the soldiers, you know, come to an understanding of the facts at hand such that the soldiers can perform as best as possible because we need the people out on the field, okay, the people out doing the fucking debates. These people have to succeed. They have to because their success, like the fate of our fucking country hinges on the success of the people going out and verbally giving Turning Point a bunch of back shots, okay? That is what we need to do, or I should say rhetorical back shots. Like, because we don't want the next Charlie Kirk to ever come to fruition. Someone who goes and tries to indoctrinate a bunch of colleges, okay, just like how Charlie Kirk did, our ambition is to stop that and also get Democrats elected. It's both. It's both. But this hinges on us humiliating them. And obviously the soldiers are the most important part of doing that. But the prep assistants, they just help with debates or really anything. So they can help with research. That's why they're not called debate assistants. But they can help with research and debates. And that's basically it. Next up, we have the artist. So artists, these are people who need to romanticize the events and the people associated with these events. So what does that mean? Oh, what's up, Tony the Tiger? What's up, brother? Let me check the chat, see if I'm missing anything, because I think it's being stupid. Okay. And then kick. Okay, chats are clear. So, oh, thank y'all. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So the artist, their goal is to get things romanticized. That is memes, that is animation, that is drawings, that is whatever you want. It could be music, it could be skits. Whatever you think can be a way to, I'll say like ingrain it in society in such a way that it tells a story. Do that. We will have the actual events themselves from the recordings, but then we have to make the human aspect of it, right? You know, the part where we look at and like, what do we take away from this? How will people remember this? And, you know, ideally what we have is like, you know, smug Wojak crime. You know, ideally we get like, this is like the Turning Point speaker, and then like, yeah, here we go. Like this person on the left is like the Turning Point, and then this person on the right, that's us. That's us being like, you protect pedophiles, and like, no, I don't protect pedophiles. We want to inspire that shit because that will destroy Turning Point's reputation. That's what we want to do. Oh, and just to give further evidence as to why this is so effective, do y'all know Andrew Wilson?
Dude, Andrew Wilson is one of the biggest hacks I've ever watched debate.
For real. Anyone else?
Oh,
name doesn't
this
sound
guy.
familiar.
Yes, I have seen this guy.
Yup.
Oh my god, this
Ye-
guy's like
Sounds
an
familiar.
embarrassment to himself. I don't know how to like.
Y'all know that Andrew Wilson was hired by Turning Point because of me? Do y'all know that? I'm not kidding.
What?
Andrew Wilson.
Oh, I need the
Turning-
lore breakdown.
Okay. So let's see if it'll say. Does it show here? Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, so TLDR. Hold on, let me pull up the Instagram video. Here, this guy right here, I debated him twice, okay? His name is the Moderate Case. He was a cool guy to talk to in private. He's just... all I can say is, he's not the smartest guy. Because, I mean, if you're out speaking for Turning Point, then you're by default not the smartest person, okay? I'm just going to say that straight up. Sorry. Genuinely no offense, but it is what it is. But I debated him twice. I also debated Lydia Taylor Davis, the pro-life girl. She's not directly with Turning Point, but she was hosted by Turning Point. Now, recognize his face here, okay? Like mentally ingrain his face right here, okay? And tell me if y'all see... Let's get out of here, Chanty. Here we go. Alright, so we have him here. Now, we have a bunch of these pick up the mic events. This is what we're trying to snip at the bud. Alright? So, this guy, was it Nick Freitas? Whatever. Will Witt. A few Charlie Kirk re-uploads. This girl, whoever the hell she is. Shane Winnings. Brandon Taylor. These fucking dorks. Okay. So, we have all these people. But we don't have him. Let's look him up. Maybe he's in there. Do you think we'll find him, guys? What do you think?
What they post the losers? What are we doing?
His name is Jacob Smith, I think is his name. Nope. We don't see him anywhere because he was so like rhetorically annihilated that he was scrubbed from the Turning Point fucking upload list, okay? Conservative destroyed so hard that Turning Point didn't even upload his shit, bro. Okay? Like, that's how bad it was. And our goal is to do that to every single one of these fucking skinwalkers, okay? And that is through the Epstein files. It's simple, it's indefensible, and anyone can learn it. That's why we need to do that. And going back to Andrew Wilson, the reason why, okay, they hired Andrew Wilson was because I blew his back out so fucking bad, okay? That is why they hired fucking Andrew Wilson. Oh, and the same is true for Lydia Taylor Davis as well. Oh, let me see if I can find her. Lydia Taylor Davis. So this is her, but I'm not going to go through her. Oh, you can actually see my shit right here. Yeah, this is the video. If y'all want to see, I'm not going to go through it. But the USC debate, she didn't post any of them. Why? It's because she got fucking blown the fuck out on this. Okay, that's just kind of it. Our goal is to blow the fuck out of all of them, such that they will not post anything and they will crawl in their little hidey hole, okay, and get the fuck off of college campuses because they're destroying our faith in our institutions, and this has to stop if academia is going to persist. It's very frustrating that no one else has like taken up to do this, but here we are, and I'm happy to be here. But it's like, why have we not been doing this sooner? I don't fucking know. Any questions? We know why Andrew Wilson was hired by Turning Point. I want to, because it's true. Let's do that.
TPUSA hired me to go down and train its new crop of debaters. So that's what I did.
You hear that? Y'all heard that, right?
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah.
So that is the impact that just me doing this to 2 events had. Turning Point got so scared they hired Andrew fucking Wilson to give them a crash course on how to debate. They actually had a little thing, I think like a few weeks ago, where they had what is it? America Tour? What? Am I spelling wrong? Am I stupid? And then, oh, I love them. Bunch of libs. What the hell? Is the Unfuck America Tour Instagram gone? Hello? What? I think Z has it at least. I don't know. Here we go. So these are some of their debaters that are going to be coming up for this fall semester, and so many of them are super fucking unqualified. Okay, like who are any of these people? I don't fucking know. But here's Andrew Wilson.
One of them has just no qualifications.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Oh, they have Kai Schwimmer. He'll be interesting to debate, but I don't know what Kai will say about the Trump shit, TBH. We'll have to see. Because I don't think Kai is a Trump supporter. So we'll have to see. I was hoping to find a picture of like because they hosted this big event. I'm sorry, it's a video, and you can see that they're in a big ass studio, okay? And they unironically have like their little pick up the mic tent, and they're doing fake fucking debates to practice and train each other. And that's why I'm like, they're training each other. We need to get training, and that's why we're here. So locking back in. Where are we back at? Yeah, so we know why Andrew Wilson was hired. This is the effect that just me going to 2 fucking stops has done. They are now like ramping up all their fucking speakers and trained by Andrew Wilson. So that's that. We know what the artists do. They make art of whatever events, and that can be memes, skits, whatever. And then if they want to, send it to me, and then we can do a fucking collab, because if people make good art, that shit should get recognized, okay? I have a sibling who is an artist, and excuse me, an incredible artist at that. And good art needs to be recognized. So, people who want to make art and collab, then like, let's fucking go.
I think you should put emphasis on the memes and like maybe even have people like spamming them under like the comments of TPUSA on like Instagram and TikTok because they have image
Yeah.
comments.
Dude, oh my god, I forgot about the image. It's so true. Dude, imagine like we just shit on chuds like just left and fucking right. Oh, hold on, let me get Ian here. There we go. Yo, imagine we just like shit on some of the chuds and then it's just nothing but like Wojak memes. I would die, bro. That'd be so funny. We have to do that.
Because if you get like the 13-year-olds who can only just post like images of just like the random memes, I feel like that's the easiest way to like brainwash, like reverse brainwash.
Yeah. And then lastly, we have the messenger, and what these people will do is just do their best to make sure that content gets as much engagement as possible. So they'll do things like reposting, maybe making like reaction content. So, like, reaction content is the easiest fucking shit in the world to do. But it's still important, right? It's just they do what they can to make sure that the message gets sent. So a good example could be the artist makes memes, and then the messengers go out and they spam that shit. Okay. So, like, if the artists create, like, the funny hee-hee ha-has, the messengers make sure that shit spreads like a fucking virus. And, that is those are our roles. Super short summary, okay? I'm gonna turn this into a clip, okay? So, This is the infiltration initiative. Okay, we have an existential crisis due to Turning Point USA and them getting Donald Trump elected, such that the entire fate of the world order really is hinging upon these midterms and the Democrats winning them, at least to some pretty major extent. The good news is Democrats are probably going to win, but we need to get as many seats as we fucking can. All right. So next up, if you know that there's a Turning Point event that's happening near you, then please DM me, join my server, ping me, whatever, get in contact. It doesn't have to even be Turning Point specifically, any conservative leaning public debate event, not a Q&A. Q&As do not count. Okay, next up, now we have our soldiers and our roles and all that other fun stuff. Okay, learn the Epstein files. Okay, all the other shit, don't even care about any of the other shit. Learn the Epstein files and say that they're protecting pedophiles. That's it. Once you know that, practice it. We have a debate channel and go and then practice it with other people. We are friends. We're here to bolster each other up and have success. Okay? This is what the soldiers do. They go and then they learn the shit and then they go debate and then they go record. All right? It's going to be awesome. Next up, you have the prep assistants. Okay, this is our second role. If you're a prep assistant, you just help the soldiers with learning how to debate, and that's basically it. Okay, artists, y'all make memes, y'all make skits, y'all make whatever your heart desires, such that the event and the people are romanticized. And that's really it. And I hope you enjoy what you do and what you make. And then if you make some cool shit, feel free to tag me, message me, whatever, and I'll help you spread it too. And lastly, we have the messengers, and these are the people who try to get everything spread out. And that's basically it. You know, messengers will make sure that, you know, maybe they'll like spam pictures and their Turning Point things or whatever. They'll share the videos, whatever they have to do. Messengers just make sure that the shit gets spread across the internet. That is the infiltration initiative. That is how we stop Turning Point USA and undo all this brainwashing. Any questions?
Spot on. I might have some technical things to add and like something I want to give to you because I'll be leaving right now and also want to share something I created. But for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty solid. I don't know if anyone else has questions.
Based. Okay.
All right. Looks like we're good. If anything, let me send this to you. Heads up on YouTube, it is a bit laggy.
Okay. Let me see if I
just want
can.
to give you that.
Yeah.
And what is with the Twitch? I'm wondering if I could post this on Twitch. Come on, send. Nope, gotta sign in. All right, whatever. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord. It's basically a copy paste of how to put in Twitch and YouTube of the Discord so people could start seeing it, start hitting it, and start joining. So let me DM that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, sent and bam. Okay, so sent a copy paste that you could use for when you go live. That could be pinned on YouTube. I don't know how Twitch works. I have it, but don't really go on it much. And I think that's everything from me. I'll be watching, and yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a week when I'm back from Florida.
Hell yeah! Thanks for being here, Scott. Man, good luck, dude. Be safe.
Absolutely appreciate it. All right, peace out.
Same on.
All this is really going to hinge on is like, are people going to actually like, what is it? Learn the stuff and then try to debate. And even if they don't do that, okay, like let's say that other people don't want to debate, because I get it, it's scary. It is actually it is genuinely terrifying. At first it is, but like at the very least, I need people who can like tell me where like events are, because I imagine that a lot of these events are going to get they're they're gonna not announce them, right? And if they're not announced, like how can I go stop an event that I don't even know like fucking exists, right? So is the feed still laggy? I can't tell. I don't know. But with that is everything we have for the roles and what the goals of the infiltration initiative is. We infiltrate conservative public debate spaces, and then we prove to the world that they are defending pedophiles, because that's exactly what they're doing. And this is reprehensible. And it mandates the impeachment of the current president. And that's what we're going to do. So I very much look forward to getting that done. And I very much look forward to other people working with me on this journey, because this is one of the most important fucking things I would happily argue in the United States right now. All right, I'm going to go and cut the stream. Thank you all for being here.
Good to be here.
Yep.
See you, team.